Welcome back to Development Division. This is Chris, and today we're doing something a little bit different. We're at the autocross track here today at Selma, Texas, at the RCCC, the River City Community Church parking lot, and we are going to put some hot lap times down with the Civic. We have two car clubs competing out here today. We have the Texas Spokes, which your boy is in and representing for, and we have the San Antonio Sports Car Association. Now, there are 165 drivers out here today, but more importantly, there are 28 drivers in the novice class, and that's the class that I'm running in with the Civic. So without further ado, let's get into it and stick it to it. Okay, I'm all lined up for my first run here. And we're off around the first cone, maxing out first gear. Not really clipping those first two cones there. Coming up, kind of hesitating on the gas. And into the slalom, kind of rough. Going through, clipping the cones, getting pretty close to those cones. And late on the brakes, not enough braking, going too fast. A little bit of understeer. Going into the parking box here. Could have been a little bit smoother on the exit. And another late braking situation. Understeer, understeer, understeer. Going through the final slalom here into the final turn. On the brakes, on the brakes. Tires are squealing. Did not clip that cone at all. Almost run off the road. And we're through the line.
Chris Meacham back in the Civic with a 52.5. New top spot in novice class, 52.5.
So for that first run, just a whole lot of understeer. I'm pretty sure it was all caused by just bad braking technique. I'm not going to make any changes to the car just yet. I'm going to run it one more time, a little bit more aggressively, and then we'll see if we need to make any dial-in changes with the tires or the suspension. All right, we're back to the line for our second run here. On the gas. Get a little bit closer to that cone that time. Looks like I'm setting up that second curve very well. Clip in. No hesitation on the gas this time. Entering the slalom. A little bit smoother than previous time. Shifting into 2. And on the gas. Not enough brake there. Again, I'm just late on the brakes. Entering the parking box. No lift, on the brake. Yeah, so this one I have no idea what I'm doing here. The brakes is just late or non-existent. I'm banging out first gear, good lord. And we're just gonna hit the last corner. And we had some understeer there too. This run we ran a 53.75 plus 1 cone. And yeah, I'm saying it right now, I'm just sliding all over the place. So when I finally come to a stop at the grid, I'm going to be making some changes to the car itself. I'm going to be dropping the PSI in the front from 32 PSI to 28 PSI. At the time I thought this was going to give me some more grip. I was not really paying attention to my braking points at all. So I'm going to drop the PSI and go for another run. Okay, for our third run. On the gas. Let's see how we approach this first cone here. It's pretty close. Second curve, that's alright. I feel like I got this first section down quite alright. Hesitation on the gas again, late on the brake. Yeah, entering this slalom was kind of tricky. You had a decision to be on the left side of the cone or the right side of the cone. Every time I chose the right side, not really sure how much of an effect on time it would have if I chose the left. Through the parking box. Just some more understeer. The title of today's video is just understeer galore in a 8th gen Civic. Through the next slalom here. And we're on the brakes. Got some heavy brakes there, so that's not bad. Coming around a little slow. You can see the car bouncing around. It's just out of balance. And through the line, that's going to be a 53.45.
The car that just came by Chris Meacham, you lost all of your tape numbers on one side of your car, so you have to work on that one for the next run. 43.4, 5th place in novice class right now.
So I will be lowering the tire pressures in the front again, this time to 26 psi, just to get it the most grip I can from these. That's the lowest I want to go. I don't have an air compressor with me, and we're gonna see how that goes for our fourth. All right, we actually have the HUD this time. The camera actually works for once, and you have a little bit of a POV shot of what I'm looking at through the windshield. Here we go. No foot cam though, that broke. Do the slalom. Yeah, back to the slalom talk. Yeah, if you enter through the left side, you get shot out of the right side of the exit. If you entered through the right side, you shot out through the left side at the exit. So you could use some strategy there to figure out how you want to approach that. Okay, I just lost where that gate was. I almost missed it. And going so fast because I was focusing on that, I understeered that corner again. I never seem to get that one down this weekend. And through. Not bad. We got a good clipping point there on that cone. We're pretty close to that cone as well. And through the line.
Let's see who's next. This is Chris Meacham. I think it's a 810 or 8 Gen Civic, 53.5 plus 1. 55 plus 1 moves down to 6th place in the novice class. Would not have been an improvement even if it was clean.
Thank you guys for watching. Come back next week for an LED conversion on the Civic. And I hope you guys enjoyed this pilot episode of Autocrossing.